Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode. My name is Jason, and I'm so happy you're here with me. Today, we are talking about something very important: how to talk to anyone with confidence. Now, maybe you feel shy when you meet new people. Maybe your hands feel cold, your voice shakes, or you don't know what to say. You are not alone. Many people feel the same way, even in their own language. But here's the good news. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is a skill. And just like any skill, you can learn it, practice it, and get better at it. In this episode, I'm going to share easy steps and tips that you can use in your daily life. We will talk about how to prepare your mind, how to use your body language, how to start a conversation, how to keep the conversation going, and even how to handle those awkward moments when you don't know what to say. By the end of this episode, you will have a clear plan. You will know exactly what to do to feel more confident when talking to anyone, your friends, your co-workers, strangers, or even people who speak better English than you. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's start this journey together. Before we learn how to talk to anyone with confidence, we need to understand what confidence really means. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about knowing everything or using big, difficult words. True confidence is a quiet belief in yourself. It's the feeling that says, I am okay. I can talk to this person. I have something worth sharing. Some people think confidence means never feeling nervous. But that's not true. Even confident people feel nervous sometimes. The difference is they don't let nervous feelings stop them. They know it's normal, and they speak anyway. Also, confidence is not about pretending to be someone else. It's not about acting perfect. In fact, people trust you more when you are real, when you show your true self. So, confidence is really about being comfortable with who you are and letting that show in your words, your face, and your body language. Why is confidence important when you talk to someone? First, when you feel confident, your voice sounds clear and strong. People can understand you better. Second, confidence makes other people feel comfortable around you. They feel safe to talk with you. And third, confidence helps you enjoy the conversation instead of worrying about mistakes. Remember this: confidence is not something you either have or don't have. It's something you build step by step, conversation by conversation. And in the next sections, I'll show you exactly how to build it in your daily life. Now that we know what confidence really means, let's talk about how to prepare your mind before you start a conversation. A lot of people think that confidence only comes during the conversation. But the truth is, confidence begins before you even say hello. If you prepare your mind, you will feel more relaxed and ready to talk. The first step is positive self-talk. This means saying kind and encouraging words to yourself in your head. For example, before meeting someone, you can say, I can do this. I have something good to share. It's okay if I make small mistakes. These small sentences may look simple, but they change how you feel inside. The second step is controlling nervous thoughts. When we feel shy, our brain sometimes says, what if they don't like me? What if I say something wrong? These thoughts make you more nervous. Instead, try to replace them with helpful thoughts, like, most people are friendly. They might also feel shy. It's just a conversation, not an exam. The third step is remembering that people are human, just like you. No matter who they are, your boss, a teacher, or a stranger, they also have feelings, fears, and hopes. You don't need to see them as better than you. You are both equal in the conversation. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant positive thoughts before the conversation, the flowers of confidence will grow during the conversation. If you plant fear, then nervousness will grow. So, before you talk to anyone, take a few seconds to breathe, relax your shoulders, and tell yourself something good. It will make a big difference in how you speak and how you feel. Now let's talk about something very important: body language and first impressions. When you meet someone for the first time, they notice your body language before you even speak. In fact, many experts say that people decide how they feel about you in the first few seconds. That's why first impressions matter. The good news is, you can use body language to look and feel confident. Step 1. Stand or sit tall. When your back is straight and your shoulders are open, you look more confident, and you also feel more confident inside. Try not to cross your arms tightly in front of you, because that can look closed or nervous. Step 2. Make friendly eye contact. Eye contact shows that you are paying attention and that you are interested in the person. You don't need to stare. Just look at their eyes for a few seconds at a time, then look away naturally. Step 3. Smile. A warm smile can break the ice and make the other person feel comfortable right away. Even a small smile is enough to show friendliness. Step 4. Use open gestures. When you use your hands while talking, keep your palms open and movements natural. This makes you look more approachable and less tense. Remember, confidence is not only in your words, it's also in your body. If your body says, "I'm happy to be here," and "I'm open to talking," people will feel more comfortable talking with you. So, the next time you meet someone, think, stand tall, make eye contact, smile, and use open gestures. This simple combination will help you make a great first impression. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. But just like with exercise, you don't start by lifting the heaviest weight. You start small and build up slowly. The same is true for talking to people. If you feel shy or nervous, don't pressure yourself to have a long conversation with a stranger right away. Instead, start with small, easy steps. Step 1. Talk to people you already know. This could be family members, friends, classmates, or co-workers. Say hello, ask how their day is going, or share something simple about your day. These short talks will help you get comfortable speaking. Step 2. Start with short conversations with strangers. For example, say good morning to the security guard, thank you to the shop assistant, or nice weather today to a neighbor. These small interactions are easy and quick, but they train your brain to be more relaxed when talking to new people. Step 3. Slowly make the conversations longer. Once you are comfortable with short greetings, try adding one more question or comment. For example, good morning, how's your day so far? Or, nice weather today, I hope it stays like this. Step 4. Challenge yourself a little every week. Maybe this week you speak to one new person. Next week, try speaking to 2. These small challenges add up over time, and your confidence grows naturally. Remember, confidence is built through action, not just thinking. Every small conversation is a step forward. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to talk to anyone, anywhere. Now, let's talk about something many people worry about: how to start a conversation. Sometimes the hardest part is just saying the first words. But once you start, the rest becomes easier. The key is to keep it simple and friendly. Step 1. Say hello with a smile. A warm hello or hi is the simplest way to begin. If you want to sound a little more personal, you can add, "Hi, how are you today?" "Hello, nice to see you." Step 2. Use open-ended questions. An open-ended question is a question that cannot be answered with just yes or no. It encourages the other person to speak more. For example, instead of, "Did you have a good weekend?" Yes, no. Try, "What did you do over the weekend?" instead of, "Is it hot today?" Try, "How do you feel about this hot weather?" Step 3. Talk about the surroundings or shared situations. If you are in a class, you can say, "This lesson is really interesting." If you are at work, "It's been a busy day, hasn't it?" If you are at a cafe, "The coffee here smells amazing." Step 4. Give a small compliment. People like to hear something nice if it's honest. You can say, "I like your jacket," or "That's a nice phone case." This can open the door for more conversation. Remember, starting a conversation doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be friendly. Most people are happy when someone takes the first step to talk. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Many people think that good conversation means talking a lot. But the truth is, confident people often listen more than they speak. When you listen carefully, you learn more about the other person. You understand their ideas, feelings, and experiences. This makes the conversation more interesting for both of you. Step 1. Show that you are listening. Use your body language, nod your head, keep eye contact, and smile when appropriate. These small signals tell the other person, "I'm paying attention to you." Step 2. Use short phrases to encourage them. Simple words like, "I see," "That's interesting," or "Really?" show that you are involved in the conversation. They make the other person want to continue speaking. Step 3. Ask follow-up questions. If someone says, "I went to the park yesterday," you can ask, "Oh, what did you do there?" Or, "Was it busy?" Follow-up questions keep the conversation flowing naturally. Step 4. Don't interrupt. Give the other person time to finish their thoughts. If you interrupt, it can make them feel you are not interested in what they are saying. Listening also makes you feel less nervous, because the focus is not only on you. Instead of worrying about what you will say next, you can relax and respond to what they are saying. Remember, people enjoy talking with someone who truly listens. If you practice listening well, you will connect with people more deeply, and that's one of the secrets to talking to anyone with confidence. Even if you prepare well, sometimes conversations don't go smoothly. Maybe there's a long pause, you forget what to say, or the other person seems quiet. These are awkward moments, and they happen to everyone. The key is to handle them calmly. Tip 1. Don't panic. A short silence is normal in conversations. You don't have to fill every second with words. Take a breath, smile, and then continue. Tip 2. Ask a simple question to restart the talk. If things go quiet, you can say, "So, how was your weekend? By the way, have you been here before? What do you think about how to talk to anyone with confidence?" Questions give the other person something to respond to, which helps the conversation start moving again. Tip 3. Change the topic smoothly. If the current topic feels finished, move to something else. For example, speaking of travel, have you ever visited another city? That reminds me, I saw something interesting yesterday. Tip 4. Share something small about yourself. If you can't think of a question, talk briefly about your own experience. For example, I tried cooking pasta for the first time last night. It was not perfect, but fun. This often makes the other person share their own story. Remember, awkward moments are not failures. They are just part of real conversations. If you stay relaxed, they will pass quickly, and the talk will continue naturally. Now we come to one of the most important steps. Practice, practice, practice. Confidence doesn't come overnight. The more you practice talking to people, the easier it becomes. Step 1. Talk to different people every day. Even small conversations help. Say hello to a neighbor, thank the shop assistant, or ask a friend about their day. These small interactions are like exercises for your confidence. Step 2. Role play with friends or family. You can practice conversations at home. Pretend you are meeting someone new. Ask questions, answer, and practice smiling. This may feel funny at first, but it helps a lot. Step 3. Learn from your experiences. After each conversation, think, what went well? And what can I do better next time? Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Even small improvements make a big difference over time. Step 4. Use English every day if you want to improve in English. Talk to yourself in English, read English out loud, or listen and repeat short English conversations. The more you practice, the more confident you will feel when speaking with others. Remember, practice builds habits. Just like learning to ride a bike, at first it is hard. But with time, talking to anyone becomes natural. The key is to start small. Do it often and never give up. Confidence grows step by step, conversation by conversation, day by day. We've covered a lot today about how to talk to anyone with confidence. Let's quickly review the most important points. First, confidence starts in your mind. Positive thoughts and self-belief help you feel ready to speak. Second, body language matters. Standing tall, smiling, making eye contact, and using open gestures help people feel comfortable and make a strong first impression. Third, start small. Short conversations with friends, family, or even strangers in simple situations help you build confidence step by step. Fourth, listen more than you speak. Good listening shows respect and makes the conversation enjoyable for both people. Fifth, handle awkward moments calmly. Everyone experiences pauses or nervousness. The key is to stay relaxed, ask a simple question, or change the topic smoothly. And finally, practice every day. The more you talk, the more confident you become. Small steps every day create big results over time. Remember, talking to anyone with confidence is a skill, and you can learn it just like any other skill. Don't worry about mistakes. Every conversation is an opportunity to improve. So, start today. Smile at someone, say hello, ask a question, or share a small story. Every small step counts.